Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on turning right and left. This will be a very basic driving lesson, and I'll be outlining the main things that you have to keep in mind and the main skills that you need to turn right or left in a car. Let's get right to it. Before you turn your vehicle, there are a few things that you have to do. Number one, you have to know which direction that you are going to be turning. Are you turning right or are you turning left? Number two, you have to put on your turn signal, which is located right here to the left of this steering wheel. If you push it up, your right turn signal will go on. If you push it down, your left turn signal will go on. Number three, you have to check your mirror that is associated with the side that you're turning on. So if I'm turning left, I need to check my left mirror on the left side of my car. But I also have to check my center mirror over here before I turn. And number four, you also have to check your blind spot. Now, I don't know what this person's doing. I'm going over there. This person has actually made a big bad decision because he's in my turning lane right now and I can't go anywhere. So right now, unfortunately, he ruined my video and I'm just trying to turn over here. Let's see if he moves. Oh, is he gonna hit my car? No, he's not gonna hit my car. All right, let's get back to the video. That was a good little interlude over there. So, you have to check your mirrors, okay? That's very important. And also you have to check your blind spot, okay? And I'm not gonna cut out that blooper from this video because, you know what, bloopers are part of life. So we're just gonna continue. So once again, you need to know which direction you're turning. You need to put your turn signal on. You need to check your mirrors. You need to check your blind spot. And then you need to actually make the turn. Let's say I wanted to turn right. I would put my right turn signal on, come to a complete stop because this is a stop sign. I'm going to check my mirrors, check my blind spot, and now I'm going to turn the steering wheel and slowly keep a constant acceleration throughout the turn. Now, I'm driving on the right side of the road because I live in Canada and that's the side of the road that we drive on. Now, it's very important to note that if you're driving on the left side of the road, it might be slightly different in the sense that where I live in Canada, when you drive on the right side of the road, your right turns are sharper than your left turns. But if you're driving on the left side of the road, your left turns are going to be sharper than your right turns. And that's just because of the distance of the turn. So I'm going to turn left now. Turn signal, blind spot, mirrors, good to go. Now watch as I turn my steering wheel. I'm only turning it about 50 to 60% of a turn. And that's all the amount that I need to make the turn, okay? When I turn left again, this is a little bit sharper, so I'll have to turn the steering wheel a bit more, but not as much as a regular right-hand turn. Once again, signal is on, mirrors, blind spot check, good to go. Turn the steering wheel, check this out, 65% of a turn, that's all that you need to turn it. Now, on the other hand, when I'm turning right, it's a sharper turn. So there's a turn up here, I'm gonna put my right turn signal on, check my mirrors, check my blind spot, good to go. Let's make the turn. You'll notice that I have to turn the steering wheel significantly more, almost 75% of a turn. And obviously, that's going to vary also with the speed that you're driving at. So it's a very, very simple thing to do. Now, I should also outline what would happen if you were on a main road. So if you were on a main road that had multiple lanes, because right now I'm just on side streets that have pretty much, you know, no lanes. You're just driving on the right side, on the appropriate side of the road. If you're on a main road that has multiple lanes, you want to get into the lane that is going to allow you to turn as early as you can. So with that being said, if I'm driving on a main street in the right-hand lane, and I need to make a left-hand turn, I'm going to go and get into the left-hand lane first. And then I'm going to make the turn from the left-hand lane. It's obviously a better idea if you can get into the appropriate lane in advance, because you're not going to be rushing to get into the appropriate lane. So here's a left turn up here. Let's put our left turn signal on. We start to slow down as we approach the turn, and we're keeping the same speed throughout the turn. And we accelerate out of the turn. Very important to note that you should be maintaining the same speed throughout the turn, and you accelerate out of the turn. You don't want to accelerate during the turn because that's actually going to change your speed. And with that being said, when you change your speed, you know, it can change the curvature of the turn, and that's not what you want. So you want to keep a consistent steering wheel hold throughout the turn, and I'll demonstrate it up here. I'll make a left-hand turn. You'll see that I'm turning the steering wheel and holding it in the same spot, you know, making minor micro adjustments throughout the turn, but pretty much holding it in the same spot, okay? Just like that. So we're turning it. Look, the steering wheel is being held, and then you release it. Just like that. And you accelerate out of the turn. It's very, very simple. And that's basically it. In this video, I have gone over the basics of turning right and left while driving. It's a very basic skill, and I promise you, the more that you practice this skill, these skills of turning right and left, the better that you'll be at actually doing them. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and also be sure to subscribe for more great car videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.